All right, we're ready for our next interview. He is a YouTube sensation with almost 500,000 subscribers, which is super impressive. I'm sitting here with Rob Lipsett. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me on, and it's actually an honor to be even sat on the couch next to a bodybuilding legend
You're
like
the last
yourself.
interview of the weekend. That's pretty good.
Saving the best for last.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Now, you know, you're an interesting story because you're admittedly not the greatest bodybuilder, not the greatest of anything. Matter of fact, you said you dropped out of school?
Yeah. So I'm a college dropout. I'm not the biggest, fastest, strongest. I've been fired from pretty much every job I ever tried my hand at. And so, why does this guy have, 500,000 people following his life and seeing what it's all about? And I think that people like to see the journey of, going from pretty much a failure at most things to, making something out of themselves. And sometimes people like to be able to relate a little bit more to that.
I love your story, though. You told me, you had nothing going on. You didn't know what to do with yourself. You pulled out your iPhone and was sitting on the couch and you just started talking into the iPhone, and that was your first video you posted on your YouTube channel. And what did you get? You probably had like 20 likes on it, and all your family members probably, right?
Yeah, I remember I got 1,000 views on my first video, and I was like, oh my God, I've made it.
You had to say to yourself, where did these 1,000 people come from?
I know, exactly. Right? I'm like, they're literally like my friends from school laughing at me. But like nowadays, some videos, I think I've get up to the millions in terms of views.
Millions?
Yeah.
You know what? Pick a video that has 1 million views. What are you doing in that video?
So there's one with 6 million views, and it's the 20,000 calorie challenge. So in a day, I eat 20,000 calories.
I think I saw that video.
Yeah.
Now I think I know wasn't sure. I've seen that. Yeah, you eat like a ridiculous amount of food.
Exactly. Yeah.
Where did you get that idea to do that?
So I was just like, one day I did a 10,000 calorie challenge to begin with, and I was just like,
now I know exactly who you are.
Yeah, and
I've seen your videos.
I'm
pretty impressed because I'm a good eater. I don't think I could have done half the stuff you did.
My appetite is absolutely ridiculous, and I'd always have these days where I just eat loads, and I'm like, I should probably film this. So just one day, I put that online.
That's your catch. That was your angle.
It is. So to even go into some of the most viewed videos, there's the calorie challenges people love, and then I have also covered every single topic in terms of health and fitness ever, so there's videos on intermittent fasting, meal plan videos where I show what I eat in, a normal day when I'm not eating 10,000 calories. And, I put my whole training split online, so I'll do a daily video. At one stage, I did 7 days non-stop videos where I'll just show how I train every single day. And so, people would follow that along online with you. And so it's amazing, that so many people have, got these insane before and afters just from some of the videos I put out.
I'll tell you what, now that I remember your videos, I want to say, you come across as very easy and to listen to, and are very approachable, and I think people feel comfortable with what you're telling them because it's kind of interesting. You kind of do some interesting things, and it's like people want to see what you're going to do next. That's what I noticed when I was watching the videos. I want to see, what is this guy going to do next,
Sure. So, where I'm from, Ireland, the fitness industry, it's kind of, it's really just kicking off now, and the whole social media and online aspect of it, that was so, new to Ireland. And so I'd be watching all these YouTubers like Christian Guzman, Steve Cook, Kai Green, everyone, and I'd be like, there's no Irish people doing this, so I want to do this, and bring it here. And so that actually helped in the beginning. Rule number 1 in marketing is get people talking about you. And so, got a little bit of grief online, but it's like haters talking about you will actually benefit you in the long run.
But you Irish guys are all good looking, so that that helps also. People want to see good looking people do stuff like that. Now, when you let's talk about the eating challenges because that interests me. I'm gonna only ask you about what interests me. When you line up 10,000 calories to eat, first of all, how do you figure out all the calories? Because some of the stuff is not in packages necessarily.
Yeah, true. So I try to, just stick to foods that I can tell what's in them, as people love when I put the nutritional info up on the screen. And in terms of my appetite, I actually think it came from, so I've competed twice, and got mad shredded. I remember there was a vein that ran from my quad up to my chest, non-stop. So I was like, I got like proper diced. And then when you get that lean, your leptin, your ghrelin, and all those hormones, you get super hungry because you're essentially starving.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so after I competed, my appetite, I don't think it ever returned to normal. So I was like, I'm going to start doing these eating challenges.
How do you fit all the food in your stomach? That's what I don't understand.
I know. So another one I've done is 10K calories in 1 hour. And
I saw that. It was insane.
I literally, like, I'm fully pregnant afterwards. But
you don't throw the food up afterwards?
Oh, no way. For some reason, I can't even make myself get sick. So yeah. It's
How
crazy.
do you feel over the next like 24 hours after all that food?
Oh, like so full, like proper full. Yeah.
Could you sleep that night?
Like, no, I'm literally rolling around in bed like, this is worse than I hangover.
And you're like, why did I do this, right?
Yeah, and it's actually, so, clearly I don't promote eating like that, and I actually follow flexible dieting, and following a diet you can sustain, and I just do these videos for entertainment. But if you go into like my other videos, you'll see, what I eat in a day, regularly, and I actually follow flexible dieting, so that's when, you incorporate foods you enjoy into your diet to make it much more long-term and sustainable. So when I'm not doing calorie challenges, I do eat like a normal person as well.
Right, so that's just for like, for hits and views.
It's just viral marketing. So in those videos, again, I'm a businessman and entrepreneur at heart. So in those videos, I'd be like, hope you enjoyed this video, hope it made you smile. If you want to hear more about my diet, my ebook is linked in the description box. And so that's where the sales would come from. So you do these stuff to get that viral marketing, and then, you sell your product or, whatever you've got on offer.
Do you make more money from your YouTube check, for monetizing your videos, or do you make it from the subsidiary stuff you sell?
Yeah, so that's a great question, and I often say, so I do consulting as well, and that's a very common question, and it's not about the views, it's about what you do with the views. So an average way to kind of, when people talk about YouTube money, about 1 million views is usually about $2,000, okay? But let's say out of those 1 million people, a measly 1% of people buy your ebook, that's €30, or maybe sign up to your app or join your gym, right? That is like, if you sell 1,000 copies of your ebook, which is very easy to do if 1 million people are watching your videos, then that's $30,000 instead of the $2,000 you make off YouTube AdSense. So the YouTube AdSense is nice, but I always say I would do it for free. I do
really?
it. Yeah.
So you think that the marketing I'm taking notes as I'm asking. The marketing aspect is more important. So you should have stuff to sell, is what you think is very important.
For sure. After a certain stage, but when you first get on YouTube or Instagram or start putting your life on social media, I think it's important not to just be constantly selling something.
Right.
You need to be providing value and giving out information, or else it's just going to be an advert. Why do we watch TV? Not for the adverts, okay? They're very far and few between. You watch it for the hour-long program. So for the first 2 years of creating content online, I didn't take any sponsorships. I didn't, I hardly promoted anything, and I just focused on making beneficial, informational content that people can use to help with their health and fitness goals.
I think that's very good, valuable information. I think I might be guilty of it. I give away too much information for free.
Yeah.
But I probably should charge for more of my information. But if I have other avenues of income. But if for people who are starting out, what you're saying is build up, your reputation. Build up your channel or your Instagram, whatever.
Yeah.
Once you have established a loyal viewership, then you can start introducing things that maybe are merchandise or as merch, as they say.
Yeah.
You could. I'm sure you have that too, right?
Yeah.
T-shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you can do you have your ebooks for information and stuff like that. And so, at what point do you? I don't know. At what point do you say to yourself, okay, I got too much to sell? Is there a point that you can overdo it?
For sure. So sometimes, with brand deals, even if I really like the brand, and integrity is number one. Even if I really like the brand, sometimes I'll turn the brand down because I'll be like, I've been doing too many brand deals this week, and my feed is starting to look like an advertisement.
Right.
So even I only work with brands that I approve of and that I use myself. But even if things are coming a little bit too salesy, I wind it back and focus on how I built that core community in the first place, which is creating online content that is going to help people, motivate them and help them change their physique and be more outgoing as well.
I think that's really good advice, because I think a lot of people out there would love to be their own boss, would love to make their own money and not have to work for someone else. and YouTube really affords that now, and social media affords that. But you have to be smart about how you make your money. Otherwise, you know, you could be doing all this work and putting in all this effort just for your ego and not get anything out of it, right?
Exactly. So I always say it's about playing the long game.
Did you make mistakes at first?
Oh my God, I'm like a failure at heart. Okay, like seriously, I've been fired from every job I've ever tried. You know, dropped
I'm talking
out of
about
college.
online. Have you made mistakes? In other words, how did you know? It seems like you made a lot of right moves online, though.
Oh yeah, but there's like sometimes you'll put up a video and you'll like try something new and it'll be a complete flop.
Oh,
okay?
really?
But instead of looking at it as a failure or a flop, look at it as a learning experience. Be like, okay, that didn't work. People didn't respond well to that.
Give me an example. What did you do that didn't work?
So, for example, you know, I would do a video that I remember one video that didn't get too many views, or just no one really seemed to get much from it. Was I put I did a glute workout with some bikini competitor,
right?
And you know, my following is mostly male, so not many people care about growing the glutes. But then when I do like a video on chest or arms, then it goes off. So I'm like, all right, stick to what I know and stick to what I'm good at. Yeah.
Well, I would have to believe that maybe most of your viewers are gay males.
Yeah, it must be.
If I would have watched the bikini.
That's my train of thought. I was like, guys, how are you not clicking on this? But anyways, I guess must be in the little homoerotic community.
Right. No more bikini competitors on the channel,
we
please.
Want you,
Right. Well, Rob, you know, congratulations on your success. I think you're a real testament that you could make money, that you could make a great living doing what you're passionate about if you just find your niche and stick to what you enjoy doing.
Exactly, and I often say if you want to be the very best at something, right, do something you're passionate about, okay? LeBron James, he fucking loves basketball,
right?
Okay, like literally you look at like, you know, Jeff Bezos, Steve Jobs, like anyone, they are so into what they're doing. And like I am obsessed with social media, fitness, travel, socializing, you know, meeting new people. So it's like that comes out in my videos and that comes out when I meet people in person. So if you truly are doing what you love to do, you'll be very good at it. I can promise you that.
Hey, it was great talking to you.
Absolute pleasure, mate.
And give them the channel so that they go check it out.
For sure. Yeah, a little round of applause there. Go on. So it's youtube.com/Rob Lipsett. So I'd love to see you over there. Hit that subscribe button.
All right.
Cheers,
Thanks, guys.